president, or the de facto leader of Syria, Ahmed Al-Sharaa, is now following a shuttle diplomacy strategy. He has visited Turkey and Gulf nations. Is this working? Is Syria really regaining a place in the Arab fold? In the next report, we tell you how effective this shuttle diplomacy for Ahmed Al-Sharaa was. Listen in.
Syria's interim president and de facto ruler, Ahmed Al-Sharaa, is courting the West to lift sanctions on Damascus. In his first foreign trip, the Syrian president met Saudi Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman. The meeting in Riyadh was Ahmed Al-Sharaa's first stop since the ouster of Bashar al-Assad. After facing years of isolation, Syria was only welcomed back into the Arab fold 2 years ago. The Arab League suspended Syria after the eruption of the civil war during the Assad regime. Arab countries have also been concerned about Syria's production and trade of Captagon, which is an amphetamine-like drug used in the oil-producing Gulf states by partygoers and laborers alike. Western anti-narcotics officials said that Captagon has for years been mass-produced in Syria and that Jordan is a transit route to the Gulf countries. The new Syrian leader has promised to bust the drug network and is leaving no stone unturned to rebuild ties with the Arab states. Riyadh says it is actively engaging with Europe and the US to help lift economic sanctions on Syria.
We are working, as I pointed out in my introductory remarks, also with the international community, because one of the main obstacles, and you mentioned it also in your question to the minister, is sanctions. And we have to work together to lift the sanctions in a way that allows the flow of investment, the flow of resources to come into Syria.
The Syrian president also visited Türkiye, a nation that has also backed Syria's armed and political opposition to ousted leaders Bashar al-Assad. The NATO member, who has long been fighting PKK and Islamic State elements across Syria, is now looking to collaborate with the new regime.
The basis of our policy towards Syria has always been the preservation of the territorial integrity and unity of this country. The meeting we had with Mr. Sharaa today was also conducted in a sincere atmosphere built on this principle. My dear brother and I evaluated the joint steps that can be taken to establish security and economic stability in the country.
Ahmed Al-Sharaa hailed Türkiye for its willingness to take in millions of Syrians who fled during the civil war, saying his nation would never forget Türkiye's historic stance. The two nations also share a common goal when it comes to Israel. Both nations see Israeli forces in the Golan Heights as a common threat.
We are working together on the remaining major strategic portfolios. Most importantly, building a common strategy to confront security threats in the region that guarantee a prolonged peace and security for the people of Syria and Turkey. During our meeting, we discussed the outstanding threats on Syrian soil in its northeast, and we also discussed the importance of international pressure on Israel for it to withdraw from the buffer zone in southern Syria in accordance to the 1974 agreement.
The new Syrian regime is also open to the deployment of UN peacekeeping forces at the Israeli-occupied Golan Heights. These are some positive signs that could lead to Syria's entry in the Western and Arab footing.